Are you proud of your Filipino supernatural heritage? Then wear it for the world to see. Visit our merchandise page at www.cafepress.com, keyword Pamanimation and Aswang. How many of us are fascinated by the rain? Day or night, there's something just mesmerizing with staring at the sheets of water as they hit the ground. Rain colors the world unlike any other type of weather, bathing it with cold, with fragrant wind, a deafening sizzle, and a solemn gray that oftentimes gets us to slow down and reflect inwards about our lives. After all, rippling puddles are the best mirrors of all, aren't they? In the Philippines, the skies turn black when it rains, followed by thunder that sounds like cannons being fired, and the pounding of torrential raindrops that echo deafeningly against corrugated iron roofs that cap most homes. Hurricane winds whistle through the thatch roof eaves like oral banshees waiting for a death. Lightning doesn't come in branches, but in blinding flashes of light that almost seem close enough to touch. If blackouts don't scare you, then perhaps the rising river levels will. In the tropics, you understand, water is king. Staring out in the rain was a favorite pastime for Rowena's grandmother, who often sat on her porch that faced the road. Now, it wasn't unusual for Rowena to see the timid old woman cooling down outside, where the only thing visible between their two homes was a concrete road now devoid of passing traffic from the torrential weather. The grandmother was from a wealthy family who had transformed part of the home into a rice processing mill. One side of the house was a granary, bordered by a towering mound of rice husks that acted as a barrier between the home and the river behind it. As with all things in a province, there was almost always had to be something unnatural with the old home. Rumor had it that the ghost of a Spanish priest often strolled on top of the rice husks, yet not leaving a mark upon the surface. He was said to be a remnant from the Spanish-American War earlier in the century, and he was beheaded for being a collaborator. On one such rainy night, Rowena happened to be staring out her window, and through the veil of water saw a figure leave her grandmother's front porch only to turn and head to the rear of the house, walking down the steps leading to the rice husk mound. The figure was dressed in white and moved about with urgency. "What's grandmother doing outside?" asked Rowena out loud, pressing her eyes against the glass. "It's dark and raining outside. She's gonna get sick. Does she need to pee or something?" Rowena stood guard from her window, determined to wait until she saw her grandmother return. But in the blustery tropics, where electricity winked and fluttered with the wind, minutes soon turned into hours, and she inadvertently fell asleep. The following morning, the storm had let up, and a sunny day greeted the people as they woke. With the concrete roads deep gray, Rowena walked across the street to greet her grandmother. "Where did you go last night, Lola?" she asked with concern. "I saw you leave the porch and walk to the back. It was pouring. Where were you? What did you have to do that was so important?" The grandmother thought for a moment, but then smiled. "My child, I was asleep. That wasn't me who you saw." "It wasn't? Then who was it?" "The white lady." "Who?" Rowena asked incredulously. "The white lady. The woman dressed in white. She's a ghost that lives in our house. But she only comes out when it rains. Don't worry. You'll see her again in the next rain, I'm sure." If you're enjoying the content that we've provided, please show your support. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Would you like to learn more about the Asian and Pacific Islanders supernatural? Then please pick up Alex Pauman's books, Filipino Ghost Stories from Tuttle Publishing, and Asian Supernatural, including Hawaii and the Pacific, from Mutual Publishing. Both are available from their respective publishers or from Amazon.com.